Ain't no party like a Diddy Dilla party. Diddy the diddlin' diddler. Diddler diddy diddler. Diddy diddle her. Diddy diddle beaver. Diddy didn't attend it at the Golden Globe Theater. Ain't no party like a Diddy Dilla party.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. There's one thing you learn about the nature of evil, especially as you get older. It likes to brag about itself. It's very outlandish. It's out front. It's garish. Until it crashes and burns, as is typically the way that it goes. These evil people end up undoing themselves. It's kind of fun to watch. Now there's brand new Diddy revelations that include Jay-Z, LeBron James, Beyonce. My goodness. Of course, LeBron James is somebody who bragged about how exciting Diddy parties were for him.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Turn around and vibe. And Bron, me, when this is done, we gonna drink a couple of bottles of the most premium wine.
Please.
Yes,
sir. Okay. Cool. I'm very sorry to Justin Bieber for what happened later that night. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. There is a poor Justin Bieber. Jeez, guy's going through it. New Bombshell lawsuit, Beyonce, Jay-Z. New lawsuit dropped today, claiming Beyonce and Jay-Z and LeBron James were at a party where Sean Diddy Combs allegedly drugged and sexually maimed a victim. It's been met with furious denials. The civil case filed in Florida accused the rapper of human trafficking back in 2015, but also named celebrities in the lawsuit. In the complaint, Joseph Marzano claims he was drugged and transported sexually maimed as a victim of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise. He lost consciousness after a Vaseline-style substance. That would be like the baby oil, right? At the freak-off event. Now, here's something very interesting that I learned about this baby oil. It's not baby oil. It's drugs that get into the skin much easier. It's like a rape drug, date rape drug. But instead of having to put it like in a pill form or like in a drink, it's actually in the baby oil. Where did I learn that from? Don't ask. Let's just say I was hanging out with some people who were bodyguards at some of the stuff, who like understand this culture and understand what was going on and have been witness to these things. I was calling around and they told me everything. So that's how this works. Because all the baby oil, everyone's like, oh, it's baby oil. It's not baby oil. It's the drugs. It's like it's like a date rape drug, effectively. And it's very easy. You rub it on your body, gets in your skin, and it's done, right? And this is what they're describing here. Marzano alleges that he was secretly transferred to Diddy's home through a concealed tunnel. My goodness. He says that it was a birthday party for Diddy's 17-year-old son. The lawsuit claims Jay-Z and Beyonce were seated in the room upon seeing Beyonce. They said, "What's this all about?" A half-naked white man with a penis mask standing there in front of me. Diddy, LeBron James, and the Estefans have denied Marzano's allegations. Beyonce's agent was contacted for comment. Okay. Here's one of those famous Diddy white parties. Diddy, of course, in prison. And there have been swirling allegations around Diddy and LeBron, and obviously there's plenty of footage of them all together at these parties. Marzano alleges he was forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who were jeering and taunting him. Diddy says he's going to find out what we do to snitches tonight, get him undressed. And the accuser said that he stripped Diddy forcibly watched as he was being sexually assaulted and forced to partake in unwanted sexual activity. He lost consciousness, and then he woke up later on a sofa and he was taken off the property of the house, savagely beaten and left for dead. The lawsuit claims that Gloria Estefan panicked upon seeing Marzano and called an ambulance, quickly silenced and ushered away. He also claims that there's medical records of everything that happened. Jay-Z's attorney told TMZ his client wasn't in Florida at the time of the alleged incident. Mr. Carter wasn't in Florida at the time. He wasn't engaged in easily findable public activities to prove that this is just nonsense. And again, it's just allegations, right? But what kind of a problem do they have here? What they have is that there are so many of these allegations that it's starting to create like the full scope of what was going on, and plus with the feds raiding it and the federal charges, it's beginning to seem like this kind of stuff is like very, very believable, right? And you go back and look through these old videos, these creepy old videos, and go listen to some of the witnesses that are extremely credible. And again, the feds don't bring cases. They think they're going to lose. Something's going on here, man. Anyway, LeBron James's rep told the outlet that the athlete was playing basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He wasn't in Miami at that time. And so on, right? So this is no sane person reading this complaint could credit the story. Mr. Combs looks forward to having his day in court where these lies and perverse motives behind them will be revealed. Diddy is currently awaiting trial on May 5th for sex crimes. He was arrested in September 2024 on charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution. He pled guilty to all charges. Of course, these are all easily ascertainable charges that you could also bring against Hunter Biden. Right? You ever look through Hunter Biden's laptop? I haven't seen all the evidence against Diddy. Apparently, the government has quite a file. But I have looked through Hunter Biden's laptop and can tell you what, you could charge him with all of those things and more. In a 2024 federal indictment charging Diddy with sex trafficking and other charges, he was accused of using his companies to transport women and male sex workers to take part in recorded sex performances or freak-offs. I mean, that is very, very well documented. And they have videos of like the vans arriving, for instance, with the drugged up like men and women. You can see that footage. It's available. You can go find it for yourself. An attendee at the event claimed the rapper hired men to patrol his freak-off parties, paying them to recruit young, attractive women for intimate time with him. A targeted woman, only identifying herself as Lisa, told the New York Post that she attended the disgraced rapper's 2004 white party in the Hamptons, where she claims to have been approached by one of Diddy's nightly employees. The woman claimed that this sordid party swung into action. A team of men dispersed, approaching young, attractive women, asking them to share personal time with Diddy as the event wound down. Lisa was invited because her husband worked for Sony, claimed to have been in one of their targets. I was talking to another woman. Guy came up out of nowhere and said, "Hey, Diddy saw you guys and wants to know if you want to hang out after all this is done." At first, she was flattered by the sleazy request, but then was stunned to learn that what she was actually being asked. He tried to convince me that this was an honor to be asked and that it would be intimate time. That was my cue, that it wasn't just hanging out. So there you go. Diddy is claiming all of his innocence. Sam Bankman-Fried says he's a really nice guy in prison. Diddy accuser says LeBron, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. I mean, some of these people maybe are just looking for a payout. I mean, obviously this is what happens. They're all allegations until proven. But, I mean, you know, you put these people's name in a headline and that's what's going to happen next. Now, this isn't the first time that Beyonce and Jay-Z have been named in headlines about Diddy parties. Diddy accuser claims Beyonce, Jay-Z were witness to Miami freak-off party lawsuit as the defendant in a human trafficking lawsuit filed against Diddy. I mean, listen, the federal charges are as real as a heart attack. The feds raided all of Diddy's homes. They went through his properties. They took all of his hard drives. They took everything. And again, we know enough federal lawyers, they're on our show all the time, they don't bring cases that they believe they're going to lose. They don't even bring cases that are like, they're friends, obviously. They bring cases, especially high-profile cases, they know they're going to win because it's a total humiliation for the feds to go into court with something like this and then lose, okay? It actually corrupts and destroys the entire system. Diddy can come back and like then sue the feds, right, for everything that they did, all the raids and everything. It's a bad system. So we know enough federal prosecutors to know what's actually happening here. I don't know about this exact case, but what has happened is there's now been a massive series of pile-on cases for this. P. Diddy is really just turning into Epstein 2.0. Is that the case? I guess I'll end it with this. Colby Covington, one of my favorite UFC fighters, is straight up goes berserker mode on LeBron James and Diddy before a fight here in Tampa. Here we go.
I'm going to start this off, since I'm the man of the hour, the man of the show. I want to ask LeBron, what does he mean by there's no party like a Diddy party. I truly want to know. And not only that, LeBron, how many Diddy parties have you actually been to? I'm really curious to know. And is that the reason you left social media? Because all the backlash you were getting for going to so many Diddy parties? It's just pathetic, man. People think this guy's a role model. He wants to defund the police, the most patriot people of America serving and protecting our country. LeBron, you're a fucking scumbag, and I hope you get locked up in the same cell with Diddy.
You know, I love UFC. I don't watch any sports. I watch zero sports, except for UFC. It's your boy Benny for that reason. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.